When this girl saw the poor boy, she reduced the price of the meal from 200 to 20 rupees. The boy asked, "How much will a plate of food cost?" The girl said, 20 rupees. Then the boy gave the girl 20 rupees. The girl said, "You sit outside. You will get your food." The boy left. The girl told the waiter, "Bring one plate of food for takeaway." The waiter placed the food on the table. The girl called out to the poor boy, "Your food is ready." The boy came to the girl, took the food, and left. Just then, another girl entered the restaurant and asked, "How much is a plate of food?" The manager said, 200 rupees. The second girl said, "But it's written here as 20 rupees. The manager said, "It was a mistake. That's why it's written." The girl said, "All right, get me one plate." The restaurant manager said, "You sit outside, we'll bring it." That girl went outside. After a while, the same poor boy, in tattered clothes, entered the restaurant again and asked, "How much will a plate of food cost?" The manager said, "You can get it for 20 rupees. The poor boy, disappointed, said, "I won't be able to get food today. I have only 20 rupees, and they are torn." The manager said, "No problem, give me these notes. You can still get food even with torn money." Hearing this, the second girl became worried. The poor boy said, "My mother has been hungry for many days. Please give me food today. I will work in your restaurant for a week, wash dishes, and leave whenever you tell me to." The manager said, "You're not taking food for free. You've given me money, and it's fine. I'll exchange it at the bank. Now sit outside. You'll get your food." The boy left. Watching this, the second girl said, "You're giving me food for 200 rupees, but that boy is getting food for 20 rupees. This means the restaurant manager is cheating us." When the waiter brought the poor boy's food, he said, "I want to ask you something. Your restaurant is very different from others. When I see you, you treat every human equally, rich or poor. In your eyes, everyone is the same. You helped that poor boy, and he didn't even realize how much you're accommodating him. I love these small things about you. That's why I've been working here for years." The restaurant manager called out to the poor boy, "Your food is ready." The boy took the food and left. The second girl came inside the restaurant and said, "You gave that poor boy food for 20 rupees, but why are you charging me 200 rupees? The restaurant manager said, "It was written as 20 by mistake, but food costs 200 rupees. The second girl said, "You're lying to me. I saw with my own eyes that you gave him food for 20 rupees, and even those notes were torn." The restaurant manager angrily said, "This is my restaurant. My rules apply here, not yours." The second girl said, "You won't agree like this? I'll call the police right now, and your restaurant will be sealed." Then the restaurant manager, forced to explain, said, "That boy was very poor. One day I was going through the market when I saw this poor boy and his mother sitting and begging someone for help. When someone gave him money, the mother told her son, 'I've been hungry for many days. Please get me some food.' He only had 20 rupees. When he came to my restaurant, I recognized him. So I gave him food for 20 rupees. I give everyone else food for 200 rupees. Only to that boy I gave food for 20 rupees. If because of me, a poor person's hunger is satisfied, isn't that a good thing?" The second girl said, "If he was so poor, why didn't you just give him food for free? Why did you take 20 rupees from him?" The restaurant manager said, "I wanted to give it to him for free, but he didn't want to eat for free." The second girl said, "I didn't know you were doing such a good deed, feeding a poor boy for free. I'm sorry for the things I said to you." Then that girl left. This restaurant manager surely deserves a like.